Hey guys, so let's get into this tutorial. If you've seen my last posted video, today we are making a crocheted vest. I've literally been seeing these vests everywhere, and now I feel like I have been, I guess, forcibly influenced to now make one. So this is what we're going to be doing for today. I'm just using some plain old cotton worsted yarn. Any cotton worsted yarn will work. Acrylic yarn will work as well, but it will not flow as nicely. So if you want your work to be a little less stiff, I will say to use cotton yarn, but you can use acrylic yarn as well. And we're also going to be using a size 6mm crochet hook. So to begin, we're going to start off by chaining 24. And this is how much you will be chaining for a size medium. I'll have all the other sizes on the screen. This is just a guide. You really want to go to your measurements. So I measure about half of my front circumference, and I use that measurement to come up with how many chains I needed for this panel of the vest. So you can chain more or less if you want it to be tighter, if you want it to be wider. We're chaining 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Then you're going to chain 2 more. 1, 2. And then in the third stitch from the hook, you're going to half double crochet, and then we're going to half double crochet all the way across the row. Once you get to the end of the row, we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. You want to loosely chain 3, right? Loosely, very loosely chain 3. And then we're going to be placing a triple crochet in each stitch. So we're skipping that first stitch right here, this one. We're skipping this first stitch because this chain 3 counts as your first stitch. So you skip that first half double crochet and go into the next one with a triple crochet. Then you triple crochet all the way across the row. When you get to the end of the row, make sure you're putting your last treble crochet or triple crochet, whatever you call it, into that chain 2 that we skipped at the beginning of our half double crochet row. So it's going to look like this on the side, 2 little chains, and you're going to want to put your triple crochet into that top chain. Ooh. Oh, there we go. And this is why you want to make your chains loose so that you don't have a hard time shoving your thick needle through or your thick hook through. And this is what it should look like this far. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25 triple crochets. So now we're going to chain 2. We're going to skip this first stitch, and we're going to place a half double crochet in every stitch, just like we did in that row before the triple crochets. And after you're done with this half double crochet row, we're going to do another triple crochet row. So we're going to keep repeating half double crochet, triple crochet, row after rows for a total of 15 rows. So your half double crochet row counts as 1 and your triple crochet row counts as 1. So you just want to keep alternating between half double crochet and triple crochet for a total of 15 rows. If you want your vest to be shorter, do less rows. This is the amount of rows that are under your bust. So if you need it to be longer, add more rows. And if you want it to be shorter, do less rows. So I'm going to go ahead and get my 15 rows done off camera, and then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, so now we have 15 rows total done, or however many rows you want to do. So now we're going to be working on our decreases. So all we're going to do is decrease at the beginning of each row. And we're going to be decreasing in the beginning of each row for a total of 13 rows for size medium. I'll have the row recommendations right here on the screen. It'll be less rows depending on your size, but for size medium, 13 rows. So we're going to start off like we always do, chain 3, turn our work, skip that first stitch, and then we're going to decrease in the second and third stitch. So here's how I do it. You can decrease in whatever way works for you, but this is just how I like to do it. So I yarn over twice. I go into the first stitch, pull up a loop. I go into the second stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. And that's how I decrease with triple crochet. That's just what I like to do. I like the look of it when I do it that way. And then we're going to place triple crochets all the way across the row. You're only going to be decreasing on this side of your work. So for your triple crochet rows, you're going to be decreasing in the front of the row, and in the half double crochet rows, you'll be decreasing at the end of the row. Okay, so that is your triple crochet row with the decrease in the beginning. Now we're going to do our half double crochet row with our decrease in the end. So you chain 2, turn your work, skip that first stitch, and half double crochet until the 4th to last stitch. So now we're at our 4th to last stitch. You're going to go into that next stitch, pull up a loop, go into the stitch after that, pull up another loop, yarn over and pull through all 3, and that's how I do my half double crochet decrease. And then you're just going to half double crochet into that last stitch, and that is it. So we're going to repeat that process with the triple crochet and the half double crochet for a total of 13 rows. So we just did 2 and we need 11 more. Okay guys, so I know I said we were going to do 13 rows of decreases, but actually we're going to do 12 because the 13th row is going to be a bit different. On the 13th row, which should be triple crochets, we are actually going to do a decrease in the beginning and in the end. So what we're going to do is going to chain 3, turn our work, do our decrease in the front of the row like we've been doing, triple crochet all the way across the row until the 4th to last stitch. Okay, so now that we're at the 4th to last stitch, we should have 3 stitches undone. You're going to do another decrease and then place a triple crochet in that last stitch. Okay, so that's the only row that's going to look like that. In the next row, you're actually going to place your decrease in the beginning of your half double crochet rows now. So we chain 2, skip that first stitch, and the next 2 stitches is where we're going to place our decrease. Then you're going to half double crochet all the way across the row. So now we're at our triple crochet row, and we're going to place our decrease at the end of that row. So now we have 3 stitches left undone, and you're going to decrease in the next stitch and then a triple crochet in that last stitch. So we're going to repeat what we just did 3 more times. So we're going to do another row of half double crochet, 1 more row of triple crochet, and another row of half double crochet to end it off, with your decrease being in the beginning of the half double crochet row and your decrease being in the end of the triple crochet row. Okay, let's get that done, and then we'll come back and start working on the back of this vest. I forgot to mention that for our last half double crochet row, there will be no increases and no decreases. So you'll just be doing 1 half double crochet in every stitch. Both of our panels are now finito, and we're going to start working on the back panel. So for our back panel, we're going to chain about 50 stitches, and then I'll come back and show you guys what to do. So now we have our 50 chains done. You're just going to add 1 more onto that, and then in the 3rd stitch from the hook, you're going to place a half double crochet, and then you're going to half double crochet all the way across. And now that we have our half double crochets done, we are going to do our treble crochets, and we're going to do that for a total of 15 rows. So we're going to alternate between our half double crochet, and our triple crochet for 15 rows, just like we did on the front panels. No increases and no decreases. Hey guys, so we're back. I know this is way more than 15 rows, but I'll explain, I promise. So I did my 15 rows of alternating half double crochet and treble crochet. And then after my 15 rows, I started decreasing at the beginning and at the end of every row. So the same decreases that we've been doing, guys, you just put one at the second to last stitch and at the second stitch, and you put a decrease in your half double crochet rows as well, and then you continue that up for a total of 8 rows total of decreases. And now we're not going to do any more decreases. We're just going to finish up our rows by crocheting in every stitch. So because our front panels have about 33 rows for a size medium, you're going to want your back panel to have the same amount of rows. So whatever amount of rows you have on your front panel, you want your back panel to be the exact same. So I have about 22 rows done, and now we're going to get it all the way up to 33. I'm going to get that done off camera since there won't be any increases, any decreases, nothing special, just one stitch in every hook, remembering to alternate between your half double crochet and your triple crochet. And then we're going to sew it all together and the vest will be finito. So I have sewn down the top of the vest. I actually just used a slip stitch because I was feeling lazy. I didn't feel like sewing. So I just slip stitched the top of the vest, and I also slip stitched the side. When you're sewing down the sides of your vest, you want to make sure that the sides with the decreases match up. And this is what it looks like so far. And now I think I'm going to add a ribbing to the front side, but I think I want the ribbing to stop where the first decrease is on this side. So this right here is the first decrease, and I want my ribbing to stop right here. So we're not going to be working any ribbing into the first 6 stitches of the top of our vest. And for the ribbing, I just want it to be a single crochet, very simple. And I'm also going to do some buttonholes because I want to attach some buttons as well. First, you're going to do a slip knot. Then you're going to attach your yarn into the bottom corner, because I like to work my ribbing from the bottom up. Then you're going to chain one, and we're just going to be doing single crochet. You can just single crochet wherever you see fit. The ribbing doesn't need to be super neat. So I kind of just go into the gaps and do my single crochets. So I'll probably do 2 single crochets for each treble and 1 single crochet for each half double crochet row, and I hope that that comes out the way I want it to. And we're gonna do that all the way to the row right before our decreases begin. This is exactly why you want your stitches to be pretty loose when you're working with these triple crochets, because you don't want to have a hard time getting your hook through to do the ribbing. So we have our first row of single crochet done. Once you get to the bottom of that row with your first decrease, you're going to chain one, turn your work, and then you're going to single crochet back down for another 2 rows, and then we're going to start on our buttonholes. So now we have done our rows of single crochet, and now we're going to work on our buttonholes. Now you can place your buttonholes wherever you want to place your buttonholes. These are where I'm going to be placing my buttonholes for a size medium, but you may have more or less buttons depending on what size you're making. So here's how I like to begin. We're going to be using our treble crochet rows as our measurements for our button rows. So we're going to single crochet these first 4 stitches. So the 2 stitches at the side of our treble crochet row, and that half double crochet row, and that first stitch. We're gonna single crochet in the first 4. Now we're going to chain 2, skip 2 stitches, you single crochet in the next stitch, and then we single crochet for another 5 stitches. You chain 2, you skip 2, Then single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 2, skip 2, single crochet in the next 6, chain 2, skip 2, single crochet in the remaining stitches. Now you're going to chain 1, turn your work. Please remember that your chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so you will not be skipping any stitches in the beginning. You're going to be single crocheting into that first stitch as well. And now we're also going to be single crocheting into our buttonholes. So you're going to single crochet all the way across the row into every stitch, even those chain stitches. We're at our chain stitch. You're going to single crochet into those chain stitches, just like that. And then continue to single crochet all the way across. After this, we're going to be doing one more row of single crochet, and then you're going to repeat what you did on the other side, but we're going to do no buttonholes for the other side. So the other side is just going to be 6 rows of single crochet, no buttonholes. So no skipping 2 stitches, just straight 1 single crochet in every stitch for a total of 6 rows on the other side of your vest. So the vest is now finished. I love it. It has buttons. I also made a little strap to add to the back to like cinch it, but today I kind of just want to wear it open. I'm very proud. I do wish I brought the ribbing up a little higher on the neck. Like I wanted the ribbing to be like up here, but I still love it nonetheless. I think it came out exactly like I envisioned. Let me show you the back. Nice, nice. It's literally perfect.